At number 1 lies a continent of solitude that has been cut off from the world for 18 million years, a place so remote that even satellites cannot capture its full image, often described as humanity's final frontier. Despite the relentless progress of civilization and a global population now exceeding 8.2 billion, there are still locations on our planet that remain almost entirely isolated, unreachable even to Google Maps. Hidden within these forgotten corners are secrets of ancient times, untouched creatures, and cosmic truths that 99% of people have never heard of. Number 10. The Danakil Depression. Humanity has long dreamed of exploring Mars. Yet on Earth itself, there exists a barren wasteland that mirrors an alien world. The Danakil Depression in northeastern Ethiopia. Its landscape is surreal. Its environment so extreme that it feels like a projection of Mars on Earth. Known as one of the hottest and most inhospitable places on the planet, it has become a natural laboratory for geologists, astrobiologists, and explorers. The Danakil Depression challenges our very definition of life and survival. Average annual temperatures here hover around 35 degrees Celsius, but in summer they regularly exceed 45 degrees Celsius and can reach over 55 degrees Celsius, with surface waters approaching boiling point. Violent geothermal activity adds to the hostility, with acidic springs registering a pH as low as 0.2, among the most acidic natural waters on Earth. The explanation lies in tectonics. This is one of the rare triple junctions on the planet where the Arabian, Nubian, and Somali plates meet at the Afar Triangle. As the plates continue to pull apart, the land splits at a rate of 1 to 2 centimeters per year, causing the depression to sink ever deeper. Today, it lies about 125 meters below sea level, one of the lowest points in Africa. Scientists predict that within 10 million years, the East African Rift may flood with seawater and form a new ocean, separating the Horn of Africa from the rest of the continent. The region's landscape is as wild as it is unique. Geothermal springs, acidic lakes, vast salt plains, and even permanent lava lakes define its beauty. The most striking feature is the Erta Ale volcano, one of the world's few continuously active volcanoes, crowned with one of only 8 permanent lava lakes on Earth. Its molten surface reaches 1,100 degrees Celsius, spewing fountains of magma up to 15 meters high. Since the early 20th century, it has remained active, with eruptions in 2017 opening new fissures and creating fresh lava fields. The mineral-rich springs of Dalal, infused with iron, copper, and sulfur, paint the landscape in dazzling hues of yellow, green, red, and blue, a surreal scene that seems almost unearthly. Steam vents release pungent sulfur and chlorine gases into the air, making visitors feel as though they have stepped off the Earth entirely. Number 9. La Rinconada. At an altitude where most humans struggle to breathe, on the high plateaus of the Peruvian Andes at 5,100 meters, lies La Rinconada, the highest permanent settlement on Earth, home to some 70,000 people. One may wonder why so many choose to endure life in such a harsh environment. The answer lies in gold. The discovery of rich gold deposits led mining companies to establish operations here, attracting strong and resilient men capable of withstanding freezing tunnels at minus 20 degrees Celsius in the oxygen-thin atmosphere of the Andes. Every day, miners climb for over half an hour to reach shafts where they dig under clouds of cyanide and mercury, hoping to carve out their fortunes. But the dream of gold is shadowed by a nightmare of survival. The only source of drinking water is contaminated with mercury. Garbage fills the streets. There is no sewage system. Electricity is unstable, and schools and hospitals are virtually absent. The air reeks of decay and metal, and life expectancy is brutally short, only 30 to 35 years, less than half the national average of Peru. Death rarely comes quickly from mining accidents. Instead, residents are slowly consumed by chronic lung disease, infections, neurological damage, and paralysis. The city has earned the grim title of the Devil's Paradise, not only for its unforgiving natural conditions, but also because it is ruled by lawless groups beyond government control. Adding to the bleakness is an unusual wage system. Miners work unpaid for 30 days, and only on the 31st day are they allowed to mine independently for 3 hours, keeping whatever gold they find. Though voluntary, the lure of even the tiniest chance to strike gold is enough to sustain hope. For many, this faint possibility is worth enduring misery. The mines are not just shafts of rock, but arenas of human willpower, where every strike of a pickaxe is a gamble with life itself. In La Rinconada, there is no clear day or night, only the endless rhythm of hammers echoing underground. Life is harsh, freedom is limited, and happiness is fleeting. But hope, however fragile, is enough to keep the people going against the odds. Number 8. Sarasarinima tepuis. In the dense jungles of South America, legends speak of Sari, an evil spirit that whispers in the night and devours the lost. This tale gives its name to Mount Sarasarinima, a remote tabletop mountain in southern Venezuela's Bolivar state near the Amazon rainforest of Brazil. Rising sharply to 2,350 meters, the tepuis, Table Mountain, stands like a fortress in the sky. Unlike barren peaks, its summit is cloaked in lush forest between 15 and 25 meters tall, covering an area of 547 square kilometers, forming a green oasis almost completely isolated from the rest of Earth. This seclusion has created a unique ecosystem, home to countless endemic species found nowhere else. The resemblance to Arthur Conan Doyle's novel The Lost World is striking, and indeed the Guiana Shield, where Sarasarinima lies, inspired parts of that famous story. This ancient geological formation, over 1.7 billion years old, is among the oldest rock structures on the planet. What makes Sarasarinima most extraordinary are its massive sinkholes on the summit, as if carved by divine hands. Measuring more than 350 meters across and 314 meters deep, these colossal pits appear like dark whirlpools consuming the forest. Within them, entirely new ecosystems thrive, miniature worlds nested within the isolated mountaintop world. First reported by pilots in 1954 and documented in 1961, the sinkholes were not explored until the 1970s. Early expeditions faced immense challenges. When a helicopter attempted to land inside Humboldt's sinkhole, it became trapped, forcing explorers to cut trees to create a makeshift landing pad for rescue. Since then, access has been strictly limited to scientific research, and the area remains off-limits to the public. Geologists believe the sinkholes were formed over millions of years by rainwater slowly dissolving the quartzite rock. Today, the region is protected as part of the Sarasarinima National Park. While some adventure companies claim to offer trekking tours to the summit, the safer and more awe-inspiring way to witness this isolated world is by helicopter from Venezuelan territory, offering a breathtaking view of a true island in the sky.